So yesterday, Patrick Mahomes put a whooping on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. And last week, the Detroit Lions also put a whooping on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. If you're a Ravens fan, this should be extremely concerning to you because at this point, it's becoming a trend. See, we're used to the Ravens making costly mistakes come playoff time, but I think I speak for everybody when I say we're all very confused and surprised in how they've been performing so far this regular season. They're typically regular season overachievers, if anything, and last night's game was nothing like that. And it's not because of Derrick Henry's slow start to the season, and it's also not because of Lamar Jackson's fumble yesterday. It's because of a much deeper issue. And the fact of the matter is, the Baltimore Ravens defense, unfortunately, sucks. They're bad. Really, really bad. I'm not talking about the occasional lapse of judgment, oh, he missed a tackle here or he missed a tackle there bad. I'm talking about these guys couldn't guard a traffic cone bad. They're making a case for the literal worst defense in the NFL right now. And that's not hyperbole. I can prove it. Let's look at the analytics. The Ravens are bottom 5 in every major defensive category except for third down defense, in which they are ranked 24th. In red zone defense, the Ravens are 5th worst in the league with a touchdown rate of 78.6%. In terms of scoring defense, they are ranked the 2nd worst in the NFL, having allowed 32 points per game on average and 12 total touchdowns. They are only slightly ahead of one other team in this category, and that team being the Miami Dolphins is extremely embarrassing if you ask me. Next, let's take a look at their rushing defense, and yeah, they are 3rd to last in rush defense, having allowed 149 yards per game on average and 7 rushing touchdowns total this season. Okay, now let's look at their passing defense. Certainly they can't be awful at defending both the pass and the rush, right? Well, apparently they can't. The Ravens are the 2nd worst pass defense in the NFL, allowing 266 yards on average a night and 5 total passing touchdowns. The Ravens are only behind the Dallas Cowboys, who have somehow allowed 288 yards per game on average and 7 total passing touchdowns. And so now, after having seen this, you must agree with me that the Baltimore Ravens have the worst defense in the entire NFL, and it is because of their defense that they now find themselves with a record of 1-3. They're tied for last in their division behind the dumpster fire that is Joe Flacco and the Cleveland Browns. The Browns. The Baltimore Ravens. Think about this. The team that we've been just talking about all offseason. We can't wait to see them again. You know, Lamar Jackson should have won MVP. That's what people are talking about. And now, after all of that hype, they're just in Cleveland Brown conversations? Really? Oh yeah, Lamar also hurt his hamstring at the end of that 3rd quarter. So if you're a Ravens fan, I really do hope things brighten up for you. I hope they brighten up for you soon. And the good news is, I think they will, because you're playing the Houston Texans in week 5, and they suck. They probably suck even more than you. Their issue probably relies more on the offensive aspect of things, but that's besides the point. If Lamar does come back and play, I think you're just essentially 2-2 already, or 2-3, excuse me. But if he doesn't, and you guys lose to Houston Texans next week, we're going to have real conversations about how this team's constructed currently and what roster changes need to be made before the trade deadline. Finally, now that I've made my point, let's watch some film and see why it is that they're struggling so much and try to understand the technicalities behind their failure to actually just guard anybody. Okay, so on this play here, we have Xavier Worthy go on this vertical. Just a straight shot. Patrick Mahomes throws a dot, and it's good. On this play, we have Patrick Mahomes with the fake handoff, gets it over to Xavier Worthy again, and he just, look at him, Xavier Worthy, look at him go. What a game for him. This time around, Travis Kelce's going to do a quick slant, and it looks like Ravens middle linebacker is just lost. Just doesn't even know his assignment. On this particular play, I want you guys to really watch out for number 5. What he does is super subtle here, but that small movement he makes to the left side of the field forces the Ravens defense to make a split-second decision on who they're going to double team and who they're not going to double team. And the reason this is so effective is he timed it well with the snap of the ball, so the Ravens didn't have any time to communicate that, leaving them in a pretty bad situation when you have Patrick Mahomes throwing the ball and he just finds the opening and flings it to Juju Smith-Schuster for the touchdown. This play, we have 4 receivers out and Travis Kelce running a quick slant, just burns his DB for the easy catch. They had the right idea blitzing Mahomes, but you just can't let Travis Kelce burn you that quickly. He has to at least buy off a little more time if you're the middle linebacker in that situation. Watch as number 9, the right side, cuts across to the left side of the field. What that does to linebacker number 44. He's going to give up on his man and approach him. Meanwhile, he thinks his free safety has his receiver covered, and he doesn't. Too slow to react. Touchdown for receiver Tyquan Thornton. That's everything I got for you today. And with that being said, if you liked the video, like the video. And if you didn't, I don't know, roast me in the comments or something. Also, feel free to check out my newsletter, Roby Report. If you enjoy the content and also enjoy reading, that's going to be a great place for you to also keep in touch with the NBA, NFL, UFC, and really every sport I enjoy. if there's any interest at all, I'm thinking I'll probably start posting 1 to 2 articles a week. So yeah, make sure to subscribe to the newsletter over there. I'll be putting the link to Roby Report in the description below. It's also attached to my social media links on my homepage. With that being said, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn those noties on. Matista signing out.